Hello student, I once again welcome you in this virtual platforms where we have to discuss and learn our second lessons. Today we are going to start the second lesson of our syllabus, and the name of the second lesson is Three Questions. It is written by Lev Nikolovich Tolstoy. Now first of all we will have some informations or biographical informations about this author, and then we will deal with the actual lessons. So let's see who is this Tolstoy. Leo Nikolovich Tolstoy, known as Leo Tolstoy. His real name is Leo Nikolovich Tolstoy, but he popularly known as Leo Tolstoy. Is undoubtedly one of the greatest writer of fiction in world literatures. He is the greatest, one of the greatest writer of fictions. He was born in province of Tula, Russia on 9 September 1828 in Yasnaya Poliana. The family stayed a few miles south of Moscow. So as you see that he belongs to the Russia. He born in Russia, and in his uh, family, or in his in the house of his family. So what for he is famous? War and peace. I think you might have heard these words. There is one kind of episode, or there is a kind of we can say activity goes on TV also, a program, War and Peace, which he wrote in 1860s, is enough to qualify him for eternal fame. So on the basis of this work, War and Peace, he got the eternal fames in world literature. That's why we can say this work is one of the best work of world literatures. There is also a program entitled War and Peace. In 1873, Tolstoy began work on another of his great novel on human relationship. Now he started writing another novel on human relationship, and the name of that novel is Anna Karenina. His creative writing continued through the 1880s and 1890s. The death of Ivan, the death of Ivan Ilyich, for instance, is a novella, a short novels. Novel and novella, there is one difference. Novel is a kind of a long story, or a story which deals with the number of pages, deals with number of incidents, but novella is a short novel rather than long. Just as we have one act play, a kind of short play, not the long, that belonged to his latter period, and one that garnered much critical acclaim. So garnered much critical acclaim. So what it means to say that this work criticized by many critics, and there may be something in that work. That's why number of critic criticize that work. That's why in literal language it has been said that it garnered much with critical acclaim. Garnet means to offer garlands, फ्लॉवर ट्रिब्यूट्स विच कॅन से, आपण जसं मराठीमध्ये हार घालणे म्हणतो, तर ह्या वर्कला खूप प्रमाणात क्रिटिकल अक्लेमनी हार घातलेला आहे, म्हणजेच क्रिटिसाइज केलेला आहे. ही होल्ड ए स्पेशल प्लेस फॉर इंडियन रीडर as his principle of non-resistance to evil had great impact on Mahatma Gandhi in the latter's role as a leader in Indian freedom struggle against British rules. So why we Indians regard this author as a great author. There is a one strong reasons, and that strong reasons can be found in teaching of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi learned from this author the importance of non-resistance to evil. Mahatma Gandhi influenced by these authors, and his influence can be seen on the work and activity of Mahatma Gandhi. As you know that Mahatma Gandhi play an important role in the freedom in Indian freedom. He is the main person who struggled for getting freedom to India from British rules. Tolstoy died on 20 November 1910 in Aspapoho, Russia. A writer of realistic fictions, Tolstoy excelled in his minute observations of detail, free writing, and the clarity and simplicity with which he presents complex moral ideas. So he dies on 20th November 1910 in Russia. He born in Russia and died in Russia also. So what other speciality we find in this author? His writing of realistic fictions. His fictions is based on reality, and he has the ability to observe minutely each and everything, and minute details can be noticed in his work. And another things which we notice in his work is that he has the capacity to present the complex moral idea even in simple language. So that is the speciality of Leo Tolstoy. Here we got some information about Leo Tolstoy, and now we will see what the theme of this story. The Three Questions was published in 1885 in the anthology What Men Live By and Other Tale. So here we have to deal with the lesson The Three Questions that was published in 1885 in the anthology What Men Live By and Other Tales. So this is an anthology. What does anthology means? Anthology means such a work where we get the work, or the we can say the essay or other type of stories in one book from different author. It is in the form of a parable. The story is written in the form of parable. So what the parable means? Here we have the descriptions of parable. A parable is defined as a short story or an anecdote that convey a moral truth that can be applied to other situations beside the one portrayed in the story. So this is the explanation of parable. In simple language, we can say parable is a kind of short story or an anecdote. Anecdote means एखाद्या गोष्टीचं डिस्क्रिप्शन, शॉर्ट डिस्क्रिप्शन, जसं शॉर्ट स्टोरी, शॉर्ट डिस्क्रिप्शन. आणि हे कोणता रोल प्ले करतात, हे काय इंडिकेट करतात की जी सिच्युएशन स्टोरीमध्ये किंवा एखाद्या इन्सिडेंटमध्ये दाखवलेली आहे त्याच्यातून जो आपल्याला मेसेज मिळतो तो मेसेज आपण दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी सुद्धा अप्लाय करू शकतो. हे काही गरजेचं नाही की ते मॉरल थिंग्स और द मेसेज तो फक्त त्या स्टोरीमधून घ्यायचा आणि त्या स्टोरीला अप्लाय होतो. ती सिच्युएशन, तो मॉरॅलिटी we can apply to other incidents, to other stories. That is the parable. Parable are common in most religious work. The Three Questions is a parable about the king who seeks answer to three questions which he deems are the most significant concerns to lead a meaningful life. So what this parable indicate in this story? Here we have a character, and that character is a king who wants to have the answer of his three questions which he thinks are most important in order to live a meaningful life. ह्या पॅरेबलमध्ये, ह्या स्टोरीमध्ये आपल्याला एक असं कॅरेक्टर दाखवलं आहे जो की एक राजा आहे. त्या राजाला असं वाटतंय की जीवन चांगल्या पद्धतीने जगण्यासाठी त्याला तीन प्रश्नाचे उत्तर पाहिजे. तो सॅटिस्फॅक्टरी आन्सर्स, ही नीड सॅटिस्फॅक्टरी आन्सर ऑफ हिज थ्री क्वेश्चन विच ही कन्सिडर very essential to lead a meaningful life. Since the king is searching for answer to these questions, he might be said to be on the spiritual quest or search. A critical analysis reveals that the word questions and quest are etymologically related. So these kings seek answer from one person to another person, but he doesn't get the satisfactory action. So these three questions lead him to have the quest for that answer. And here the question and quest are etymologically related. What does etymologically means? Etymology means such a things which related to the history of the words, how the words comes, from which sources, from which country, and what the development happens in that words. The science that deals with is called the etymology. In his quest, the king received different answers for each of his questions, but is enlightened when he received the right answer from a hermit. So the king seek the answer from various persons, but he got satisfactory answer only from a hermit. Hermit म्हणजे आपण जो साधू महात्मा ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, that is called the hermit. The answer come not so much in the words as in the form of experience. This, and he got the answer not in the form of word but also in the form of experience. The story and its theme have universal significance. Often we do not live in present. We forget to value the person close to us, and we let go of the opportunity to do good because we are locked up in the prison of our ego. Or just like the king himself, we look for one thing or other, ignoring the here and the now. So that is the message the author want to convey, that we have the things around us, we have the person around us, but most of times we are locked in the prison of ego. We are so inwards, we are so egoistic that we forget to notice all those things. So we have to come out of our prison of ego, then we can notice the proper thing, the proper persons, and the answer to the each and every question. That is the message he want to express in this story. Here with this we stop, and we will discuss the actual story in next video.